In this problem, we have to check whether a given number is a power of 4 or not. So this is different from power of 2 check. We can modify that to check the power of 4 also. But we will look at a few more solutions, starting with a trivial logarithmic solution, and then we will move to O of 1 solution. And this has been asked in a company called 2 Sigma. So let's see how we can do that. Let's say we have a number, let's say 16. So we know that it's a power of 4 and its representation is 1 0 0. So this is 1 2 4 8, one more 0. Similarly, if it's 64 would be the next power of 2. So that will be 1 0 0 0 0 0 0. So if you remember the power of 2, what are the power of 2? This is a power of 2, then this is a power of 2, this is also a power of 2, this is also a power of 2. So in power of 2, there is just one set bit and everything else is 0 to the right of it and even left of it. So here it's different that this is a power of 4, but you have to skip the next, and this is a power of 4, this is not. Then again the next one will be a power of 4, and this comes from the logic that 4 is equal to 2 times 2. So we multiply by 2, again multiply by 2, then we get another power of 4. So what we can do, we can do a right shift. So whatever number is given to us, let's say we have 1 0 1. So this is 5. We do right shift by 2. So it becomes 1. Then we left shift back by 2. We get 1 0 0. So we compare this and this. These are not equal. That means there were some numbers which were also set. Some bits were set, and this is what we lost. So when we right shift, we lose the bits on the right. So we keep doing right shift till till our number becomes equal to 1. So that is the intent here. So we right shift by 2, it becomes 1 0 0. We again right shift by 2, it becomes 1. Now 1 is the base case. Then we keep track of how many right shift we have made. So we will make exactly some even number of right shifts, 2 plus 4. So we will straight away do a left shift by that many times, and we will check whether we get back the number or not. If we don't get the number, then it was not a power of 4. So what will be the time complexity here? If we have 32 bits, or in general we have n bits, so we are right shifting by 2 each time. So we can have log log to the base of 2n, where n is the number of bits and not the actual number. So actual number, you can relate to actual number as log 4 actual number, since we are dividing by 4. So right shifting by 2 means dividing by 4. Right shifting by 1 means dividing by 2. So it's log 4n. O of log 4n, and space is O of 1. So this should work, but let's see another solution which will be O of 1, that is constant time. So we already know that n and n minus 1 is 0 for powers of 2. If n is a power of 2, so n is a power of 2, then n and n minus 1 will be 0. Why is it so? Because any power of 2, let's take this power of 2. If you subtract 1 from this, it will become all bits 1 and this bit 0. For example, you can take 7 and 8. You can take 15 and 16. So 7 is this one, 8 is this one. Similarly, 15 is this, 16 is this. So if you subtract 1 from this and take the hand, this will become 0. So that is a power of 2 check. That is, there is only one bit set. So this check will guarantee that. But there is one more property here for powers of 4. So let's write that. We have 1, we have 4, we have 16, 64, 256, 1024, and so on. So if you take modulo 3, you get 1. Modulo 3, you get 1. Modulo 3, you get 1. Here also you get 1. Here also you get 1 and 1. So any power of 4, you take modulo 3, you get 1. So this would serve as our second solution. And what will be the time complexity? We can combine all of these in one statement. If n and n minus 1 is 0 and n modulo 3 is 1. So this was second solution, and this was O of 1 time and O of 1 space. Now let's look at another solution. So again we will use that n and n minus 1 should be 0. That is, first it should be power of 2, then only it can be power of 4. Now we know that if you see the powers of 4, then we have this 1. Then we have the next power of 4 will be 100. This is 1. This is 4. Next we have 16. Then 64. So this will be 8. This will be 16. Then 64 will be 0, 1. And this will continue. We will always skip one place. So this is bit number 0. This is bit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So bits 0, 2, 4, 6. These alternative bits are only set in different powers of 4. Only one bit will be set, and that will be at position 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. What if I make these bits set, for example 1, 0. So this is 2. So whatever the powers of 2 in between them are there. So for example 2, here it will be 8. So how can we check that? So first there should be only one bit set. Next we have to check that 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 up to 32 bits. If you take AND with this would be 0. Why? Because here the bits are set at position 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. And in all the powers of 4, these are only set at these places. So if you take the AND of this, then we will get 0. So using this, we have already checked that just one bit is set, and using this check, doing AND with this, we guarantee that that set bit is at some even place, either 0, 2, 4, 6 or something like this. So again we can combine the logic n and n minus 1 equal to 0 and n and 0x. So if you see that, let's write in hexadecimal. So this is 10. This is 2 plus 8 and 10 is written as a. So 0x a 8 times for 32 bits. So this should be equal to 0. So this should also work. So this is our third solution. And again this is time complexity is O of 1 and space complexity is also O of 1. So let's write all of this. I will write in just C++ since the code will be exactly same in Java and Python as well. In this case there is not much change apart from this AND being replaced by A and D in Python. So let's first write the logarithmic solution. Log 4n, where n is the number. So if num is less than 1, return false, else keep a number num n, and also let's keep a count to keep track of how many bits we shifted. So basically we are dividing by 4 here. So simply return so did we get back the number or not? If we don't get back the number, that means some bits were lost, that is more than one bits were set. And let's run it. and the solution is accepted. So in this case, we will not observe too much difference in timing. This will obviously take a very small time. So this was log n solution. Now we will comment it out. And let's write the O of 1 solutions. We will write both of them. So we can write in one line, return num greater than 0 and num and num minus 1, this should be 0, and num modulo 3, this would be equal to 1. And this is also accepted. So this is O of 1 solution and we get 0 millisecond. Now we will write the other solution that will take O of 1. So let's comment it out. And what was that? That was that num and 0x a 4 times 5, 6, 7, 8. This should be equal to 0. So this is giving false. Let's add one more bracket here. This solution is also accepted, and it's just a matter of time. You got 4 milliseconds. If you run it a few times, you will get 0 millisecond. So I hope you enjoyed and understood all the 3 solutions.